Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. In this series of videos, I'm showing you how to modify the patch that I set up in the ultimate starter guitar tone for different guitars. So in the first video, we actually programmed the sound with a Telecaster, and in the second video, we modified it so it would work with a Les Paul. And in this video, I'm going to be modifying it so it works with a Strat. Thanks to everyone that's bought me a coffee. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to buy me a coffee, you can do by following the link in the notes below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll be notified of any future videos that come out from the Studio Rats. And one last thing, if you want to become a member of the Studio Rats YouTube channel, you can do by pushing the join button. Right, let's get to it. Now for me, a Strat is a really versatile guitar. You've got 3 pickups. On most Strats, you get a 5-way selector switch. Sometimes you get a 3-way, but you can always go in between. The thing about a Strat is in the bridge position, this is even more than a Telecaster. I tend to find it quite harsh and a bit ear piercing. So what we're going to do today is to set up a sound so it really works with the Strat. Right, we're working from the basic sound that we set up in the last video, so we haven't changed anything. But what I'm going to do again is just to turn the treble up. Now, as I said earlier, Strat can be quite harsh in the bridge position, but this is a different sort of harsh. This is a certain frequency that we can notch out a little bit. So I'm just going to turn the treble up just a little bit. Right, let's give it a little bit more drive, just for a bit of fun. And what we're going to do again is to go to our EQ. Now we're going to use a parametric EQ for this, but this time we're going to go amp in. Now the difference between amp in and amp out is amp in is into the front of the preamp side of the amplifier, and amp out is after the preamp side of the amplifier. So what we're going to do in this video is to tune the guitar so it fits better going into the amplifier. What I'm going to do first of all is to have a look at the low mid. So I'm going to turn the low mid Q up to 8. Now what that's doing, as I explained in the last video, is that's making a really sharp EQ curve. So the lower the Q, the wider the EQ curve is. So we're making it really sharp. So now what I'm going to do is to boost the low mid gain so we can find the frequency that we want to get rid of. So let's boost it. And now let's change the frequency so we can find it. So instantly when I hit 800 Hertz, there's a howl frequency that's coming out. Now what we want to do with that is just to dip it a little bit. So I'm going to bring the low mid gain back. Let's bring it back by about 5 dB. And now let's have a look at the high mids. I'm going to do exactly the same. So I'm going to make a really sharp EQ. And let's turn up the gain. And as you can hear there, we've got a really harsh frequency around 2.5 kilohertz. And what I'm going to do with that is just to bring it back again. Let's bring it back to about minus 5 dB. Okay, now if I take the EQ out, have a listen to what happens. Right, we get a slight volume boost. So what I need to do is to compensate with the output of the EQ so it compensates, so it's the same level as if I wasn't using the EQ. So now that's matched, have a listen to the difference. And let's take it out. And bring it in. So don't feel you have to copy that EQ curve for your single coil or Strat type guitar. It's worthwhile experimenting with the Q just to see if you've got any harsh frequencies in that guitar that you can iron out with the Boss Katana parametric EQ. I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. I hope you guys got something out of that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.